What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out the Pokemon event in Pokemon Go to make sure that you guys can max out on everything you need to do with this awesome event. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited for another event in Pokemon Go? Because I certainly am, and we have some pretty cool, unique features that I have been prepping you guys for. So today we're gonna get into all of my top tips to make sure that we can max out. And two things before we get into it. Number one, thetrainerclub.com to get your St. Louis exclusive merchandise, which will be a limited pre-sale. Number two, I'm going to be in Tampa, Florida for this event on Saturday from 2 to 5 at the Al Lopez Park. So I look forward to seeing all of you guys there that are in the vicinity. So now we're gonna get into the event and what the details include. So it's going to go from February 25th all the way until March 2nd. So it's about 6-day span. And there's gonna be some unique features that we definitely want to maximize out on. Pikachu and Eevee, new Eevee, is going to have the party hat on, and they are going to be featured in the wild. Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle are going to have the hats on as well, but will be hatching in 7-kilometer eggs as well as in raids. And additionally, these Pokemon can have shiny variants as well. So if you are a shiny hunter, you are going to want to get after these. And next, we are going to have Armored Mewtwo in raids. So if you guys want to check out my counter guide, you can check it out up here, or after the video, make sure to go check it out because we now have Psystrike on the Armored Mewtwo. So this definitely gives it a needed bump to make sure that it is even better for PvP and battling purposes. And then also we have clone Pokemon coming. If you guys didn't hear the news already, Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise that are going to be in 4-star raids. And then additionally, if you take a snapshot with your buddy, you're going to be able to potentially encounter a clone Pikachu as well. And my favorite feature of this event is going to be functionality for us. We're going to be able to do 2 special trades per day, which we will check out in my top tips that we're going to be getting to in a second. And then on March 1st from 2 to 5, we are going to be able to get 2 different type of Pokemon in raids. So we have Shiny Potential Nidorino and Shiny Potential Gengar. Nidorino is going to be in 2-star, Gengar is going to be in 4-star. It's going to know Lick and Psychic. They both have party hats and they both have the shiny variants. And we're going to be able to get 5 free raid passes. So that's definitely something that we're going to want to look in for. And that's where I'm going to be in Al Lopez Park for in Tampa, Florida. So I hope to see you guys out. But now let's get into my top tips, starting with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be my most influential tip that we can possibly do in this video, which is going to be to do your 2 special trades per day. So there are 2 different strategies, in my opinion, that we can go after. And another one as well, but I wouldn't suggest doing trades that are going to be for Pokemon that you don't have, because we just had the half Stardust trade event. I always recommend that you guys wait for half Stardust when you're doing something like a new shiny or a new legendary that's going to cost you a lot of dust. What I would suggest focusing on now is, number 1, doing some lucky trades. If you have saved up your shiny Rhyperiors, this would be the time to do so. Number 2, I would suggest just doing regular special trades of Pokemon that you may need to drop down for the Go Battle League, such as Articuno. You can do Giratinas, anything that you guys want to maybe drop into the Ultra League level or even the Great League level. Now would be a great time to do so, because if you're going to drop some of the Regis into the Great League level, you're going to have to trade them and they're going to have to go really low on the attack and higher on the defense and stamina. So having 2 trades per day is a great time to max out on trying to drop the stats of these Pokemon. Some of them that I may consider and help you guys out with, like I said, is going to be... Starting off, guys, we're going to start with the Great League. So if you check out the Registeel, it has to drop. So most of these Pokemon that I'm going to show you, I'm going to just show you the top 1 through 15. However, there is a big potential that you're going to have to get other ones a little bit further down, depending on who and what level of friendship you're trading with. But if you are going to be trading with a great friend, level 10, rank 10, 2, 15, 13, there's another couple down here, and this is for the Great League at level 23 and a half. Granted, if you get like a 5, 15, 15, you can always check it, and the checking site is going to be gostadium.club. You can check out the resources. And then on the next one, we're going to check out Regirock. So this is going to be Great League again at a 3, 12, 15, level 18. So it's pretty far down there, but it's going to be rank 13. Next, we're moving on to the Ultra League. This is going to be Giratina Altered Form, rank 2. In the 15th spot, it's going to be a 3, 15, 15, so that's going to be a trade with an Ultra Friend. Then next, we're going to check out rank 4, which is going to be Regirock. At the bottom, we can check out like a 1, 13, 15. Definitely going to have to go further down on the list to try to get something if you're going with a best or an Ultra Friend at that 3 or the 4. And then next, we're going to check out the Giratina Origin Form. If you check out the bottom, 13 through 15 rank, you're going to be 3, 3, and 4 as far as the attack goes at level 25. Follow, we're going to have the rank 6 Armored Mewtwo. if you trade it with a great friend to 13-15 at level 29.5. So this Pokemon is in rank 6 with a Psystrike moveset. Next, we're going to check out the Cresselia, which is rank 7, Confusion, Aurora Beam, and Moonblast. The lowest in the top 15 is going to be 2-15-14, level 36.5 at rank 11. And then we have the Regice. Regice is going to be rank 4. This is going to be with a great friend, so I definitely suggest you guys trade with another friendship level and just try to get a higher one. It's going to be a 1-14-15. And then if you're going to go for the Zapdos, Zapdos actually has some with Ultra Friend trades, but keep in mind it needs to have the Thundershock move, 3-14-15 at level 26.5. And then also rank 13, 4-14-14 is also available for you guys, and that's going to be with a best friend trade. Articuno rank 19, and the Articuno's rank 11 is going to be 3-15-14 level 31. Then we have Suicune, which is going to be 30th. And rank 11, it's going to be 32.5 at 3-15-15, which is going to be a Ultra Friend trade. Next, we have the Moltres, and it has to have the Sky Attack. That 3-hour raid window at rank 11, it's going to be a 3-14-15, which is going to be an Ultra Friend. So it seems like Ultra Friend is definitely the level to trade at. And then finally, we have the Lugia. If you check rank 15, it's going to be a 2, which is going to be a great friend trade with Dragon Tail, Sky Attack, and Hydro Pump. So use this trade in these sequences wisely. You can even re-roll shinies that you both have. So make sure to do this. Focus on the lucky trades, clear out some of those guys, and then try to drop some of the other Pokemon that you want to use in these leagues, which is going to lead us to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be, make sure to maximize as much as possible on these raid Pokemon. So they are tier 4, and they're clones. And then just in, the clone starters are actually going to have the Community Day exclusive moves with the Frenzy Plant, Blast Burn, and the Hydro Cannon. So these are Pokemon that are definitely very effective. Charizard and Venusaur, you're going to have to trade away to try to get lower stats, lower in the attack, higher in the defense and stamina. However, Blastoise is going to max out for the Ultra League. So depending on which league you're trying to trade this in, you can definitely check it out. Some of these are only going to be available to be able to be gotten for the Ultra League. But I'm going to give you the 100% IVs and make sure that you guys at least get one of each of these guys so you guys can check it out. Blastoise, 100% IV, normal weather, 1409, weather boosted, which is going to be in rainy weather only. It is going to be 1761. And then Charizard is going to be 100% IV, level 20, 1651. And then weather boosted in wind or sunny weather because it's a fire and flying type Pokemon, 2064 at level 25. And then finally we have the Venusaur. 1554 is going to be the 100% IV at level 20. And then in the cloudy weather because it's poison and the sunny weather because it's grass, we are looking at 1943 level 25 100% IV. Starting off with the Venusaur counters, we're going to look at the Mewtwo Confusion Psystrike, then the Moltres Fire Spin Sky Attack, Chandelure Fire Spin Overheat, Heatran Fire Spin Fire Blast, and Metagross Zen Headbutt and Psychic. So obviously Mewtwo is going to come in and destroy this Venusaur with the poison typing. Next, we are going to check out the Blastoise. So Raikou is going to be the number 1 Thundershock Wild Charge. Then we have Magnezone Spark Wild Charge, Electivire Thundershock Wild Charge, and Zapdos Thundershock Thunderbolt, and then Tangrowth Vine Whip Solar Beam combination. So the electric Pokemon are definitely reigning supreme here as far as their strengths go. And finally, we have the Charizard. The counters are going to be Rampardos number 1 Smackdown Rock Slide. Then we have Rhyperior Smackdown Rock Wrecker. If I was in this position, I would switch those two up because number 1 Rhyperior is a little bit better. If you want to check out the top best of the best series that we did on the Rhyperior, you can definitely check it out up in the top of your screen right now. And then also the Terrakion comes in next, Smackdown Rock Slide, and Tyranitar with Smackdown Stone Edge. So just use those top counters to help you guys beat these Pokemon. And most of them should go down with 3 players, pretty high levels. If you're 4 players with a little bit lower levels, you can definitely do it pretty easily and then on up from there. So make sure to get these guys, make sure to at least have one of each because it's just something that you want to have and collect. I don't foresee or know when these guys will be back, so it's definitely a collector's item to at least hold one of each in your bag, which is going to bring us to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be to maximize as much as possible on the Pikachu and the Eevee with the party hats. Try to get the shiny variants, and then if you so desire, you want to keep going with your 7-kilometer eggs, you can do Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle to try to get the shiny potentials with the hats on, but since they are event eggs, you might as well accumulate some of these guys in the eggs, or if you don't even want to go that route and you think you would rather get them from raids, which it does kind of seem like they're a little bit higher potentials from the raids, you can definitely do that as well. Bulbasaur, level 20, 637. And then boosted cloudy or the sunny weather, it's going to be 796. And then Charmander, we have 560, level 20, 100% Ivy, and then boosted in the sunny weather, it's going to be 700. And then we have the Squirtle, level 20, egg hatch, and raid level is going to be 540. And then boosted if you get it from a raid, any rainy weather is going to be 675. So make sure to get after those, try as much as possible, get those guys from eggs or raids depending on what your preference is, which is going to lead us to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be to maximize as much as possible on the Armored Mewtwo. So the two strategies here, Armored Mewtwo is going to be regular Mewtwo candy. So if you need regular Mewtwo candy, you can get that. Additionally, it's going to have the Psystrike. So you're going to want to get this Pokemon because it's pretty effective in the PvP stats. It definitely has some really dominant moves. It comes through, it now has Psystrike, so it's even stronger. So I'm excited to see how this Pokemon stacks up. We're definitely going to check out a best of the best for the Mewtwo in the armored form. But I would suggest get after this Pokemon, catch as many as you possibly can, look out for those 100% IVs, and check out my counter guide to make sure you know all the counters to go in and make sure Mewtwo is efficient, because this Mewtwo has different movesets than the regular Mewtwo. It's literally more of a PvP Go Battle League geared Mewtwo, which is pretty cool, and it's Mewtwo candy, so you're winning overall. And then finally, we're gonna go to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be to maximize on the 3-hour raid day on March 1st. So you definitely want to be out in a downtown area, buy some gyms, and save your pass if you don't already buy passes, because then you'll have 6 free passes because you're going to get 5 anyway. So you might as well maximize as much as possible on this because you're getting 5 free passes. So you might as well do your free passes during this. You can get Stardust, Rare Candy, TMs, and then you can potentially get one of these shinies as well, which is going to be effective for you guys. So that's going to do it, everybody. I hope I see you out in Tampa, Florida. I super appreciate all you guys, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Make sure to max out on those Mewtwo's, those shinies, and everything that's coming out your way, especially 2 trades per day. I'm going to see you guys out on that next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.